some really nice bedrock to work up here too. Our flow is coming down this way. We got all this bedrock, solid bedrock right here, all material on it. And all the crevices are going in the right direction. It's like a sluice box. I think we might be onto something here. A lot of nice big veins coming through. PD seems to want to keep going, so we're going to go a little bit further up and see what we get, and we can come back to this spot. Alright. Been trying to find this contact zone. We just showed you a clip a minute ago of a piece of bedrock that has some quartz that we had found some float from. And there are 3,000, the two pieces that we have. PD, stay. Are from very, very far away from each other. But these two pieces of bedrock right here are the same geology from both places. We're trying to find the next little spot where there's a contact change so we can know that we're closer to what we were looking for. But you can see all the iron right here and the quartz veins. This is the same stuff we're finding in our gold. And the pieces of gold that I found and my buddy Mark found, he's got a couple pieces that are nearly identical. Just shows you that the geology is the same. Just comes out in different spots. It's from the same time period, just coming out in different spots. Our plates are a little different over here where I am now. So it makes the vein networks a little bit different, but pretty much the same. So we're going to poke around a little bit more. Hopefully we find a spot to work. Alright, so we're a little further up the creek now. I think we just found another contact zone. These bands are really thin here. There's not a lot of actual bedrock, so you got to really pay attention, and some of it can be covered. So I have a change here. You can see right after this vein right here, we start changing over more into the serpentine. It's kind of what we're looking for. We're gonna go poke around, see what these veins look like. Alright, so we're a little bit further up. I'm starting to like what I see a little bit more. So I think we're going to go back in between this spot and the vein system that we have confirmation that we know that is near our good gold. And we're going to split the difference because I can't find the actual bedrock I'm looking for. So I think it's underneath the gravel, like I said, which explains why a lot of the pieces that we're finding are tumbled and they have a lot of river-worn activity, and so does some of the bigger gold. Geology is pretty much the same. Everything's pretty much the same, but shifted, like I said. And the difference is elevations. For where I am, I'm at a pretty high elevation compared to what the elevation would be at the other location where the other piece of quartz come from. Both of them are kind of like a dividing point. Here there's some notches, over there there's divides. Alright, let's get at it. It's been about an hour, and I am absolutely floored with the sluice box. I've just been taking material off the bedrock down where that hyperlapse was. I've run 5 of those buckets unclassified. I don't know if you can see the gold from here. I'm going to try to zoom in, but I'm going to bring you over there in a minute. Look at it. You can see it from here. So I would definitely say we're onto something. But what I'm going to do is, I've been working down on this side right here, and the bedrock is really rounded, and all the pieces are really flat and rounded, but they're small. Over here is actually more of a low pressure spot. There's less water flow, and you can tell because the bedrock is more jagged. And right about where Petey is, right over there, go figure, right where I put my backpack too, there's a really nice crevice with a huge rock on the other side of it. That's going to make a big dropout. So I think we're going to do a quick clean out, and then we're going to bounce over here and do a little testing. We're going to work right up in there, move some of the bigger rocks out, and clean that crevice out. Poke around in some of these other little small crevices around here. At that gold. I'm pretty happy with our decision to come up this way and do a little exploring. We're like right on the cusp of where we can't be. We have permission to be up here. But man, I think it's going to work out either way. A very good spot, a lot of bedrock cracks, and the gold is looking really good. It really is. Not too far from here, there's some bigger gold that's been coming out. Let's see what we get. Our next spot we're going to work right over in here. We're going to move out all these big pieces of quartz and other boulders. There's some nice looking stuff in here. There's one big crevice here with a lot of little pockets. Definitely onto something. I just filled that bucket up and ran the bucket from the top of this material, and I was getting a lot of black sand and some fine gold right off the top. So I started working in on the bedrock here with my Marion tool, and I was cleaning out these pockets, these little crevices, and there's a crack right here. I don't know if you can see how much black sand is in here. Let me see if I can get some on my fingers. Yeah. That's all black sand. So there was this little piece of bedrock right here, and I took my bar from Gold Miners Trading Post, popped this little piece out. Let's see if I can get some good angle on it. I can already see the piece. Might have to turn my light on. Can you see it? I got a bug attacking me. Alright, you can see it on the screen. Let's see if I can do this without looking at the screen. It's just sitting right in this little V pocket. Oh, that's a nice freaking piece, man. Look at that. Look at this piece. That's got to be close to a gram. Oh. Research definitely pays off, guys. It really does. And finding good gold. Everybody's been finding good gold around here. I found a couple good pieces about half-mile from here. Kevin found a good piece. Nick's been finding tons of good pieces. But I think they're coming from right up in here. Just a little bit above where I am. Ah, these frickin' bugs are brutal though. That's a nice piece. Size comparison. There's my finger. That's sweet. There's got to be more in here. This pocket goes down like that. There's a bunch of big rocks stuck in right here. So I'm just going to continue on doing that for now. Oh my God, I'm psyched. That is such a nice piece. It's got the same markings that Kevin's has on it. I'll have to look at it with the loop. Alright. You guys got your PI detectors. Well, I got my PPD. My picker PD detector. Sniffed it right out. He's such a little bugger. Should have known. Look what just popped up into the frickin' sluice box. Still got a quarter of a bucket left. Look at this frickin' piece. I'm gonna try to grab it. You gotta be frickin' kidding me. This, oh my God. This spot is definitely gonna be one we're gonna be coming back to. There's a lot of material in that crevice too. This has got to be one of my better days in a while. I mean, there's some nice pieces in there. I already got that other nice piece. Now this one. I'm shaking. I just heard a four-wheeler too. Alright, let's get the rest of this bucket done. Dunk. This is really a perfect spot too, because we have all this bedrock, and we're like part way in between what would be like a sluice box. Just a million riffles. Right ahead of me, some bigger boulders there, but the bedrock's been torn off, because that's where the contact is. It's a little softer. This is the next best bet. We got all this iron popping out of the hill. There's so much material here. So many bedrock cracks. Here too. This is right in front of where I just got all that good gold. I mean, that's only 6 feet. 6 feet by 2 feet. You know, and there was maybe a foot of material in there. There's a lot of little crevices still in there and a lot of pieces that will break out. So we're going to put those boulders back on for sure. There's a lot of material in here, and I like the way the rocks are stacked in. There's a lot of crevices packed in rocks. Alright. We're going to finish up, try to get our cleanup done, save our battery. Alright, so my battery's about to die, of course. But it's the end of the day. I've got this all cleaned out pretty well and got it washed down. Got all those little cracks and crevices out. We've gotten some really good gold. I just got that other nice piece in the sleuth box. I think I'm going to call it a day for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put rocks back over this and cover this up because there's still quite a bit of material in here and I don't have enough time to do it today. There's obviously some really good gold in here. So we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to try to do a clean out with the battery that I have left. If not, I'll charge it and I'll do it in a little bit. And we can get a weight on all this stuff. It's been an extremely good day. Right, Petey? Petey got some sun. It's really nice out.
Sometimes I say that I want you back, but I don't know if I do. Sometimes I think about the good days we had, but there were bad days too. And I know love is like the phases of the moon. And I know you would say I gave up way too soon. So it's gone, it's gone. Now we both moved on. Oh, that's la la life. That's la la life. Baby.
Alright, so we had all our small stuff cleaned up. We got as much black sand out as we could. With our two big pieces, we're at 2.85 for the day. That's a pretty good day. It's probably one of my better days I've had in a while. Some really nice looking gold. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up. To the next one, you dig?